Hi guys, welcome back. This is the Cadence Virtuoso tutorial for the CMOS NOR gate. As usual, we'll start off by first making the schematic. Starting off, we have the two PMOSs in series, and we have two NMOSs in parallel. We also need to properly size our transistors. The NMOS does not need to be changed, but the width of the PMOS should be 4 times the original. This is both due to the series connection as well as the mobility of the holes being about twice as slower than that of the electron. We then add VDD and ground to our schematic. And then we use wires to make the proper connections. The two PMOSs should be in series, and those two are in series with the two parallel NMOSs. Do not forget to make the bulk connections for the MOSFETs. Finally, we add the input and output pins of our NOR gate, and then we use wires to make the necessary connections. There should be no errors when you perform check and save. Next, we make the symbol for our NOR gate. Open up the symbol editor and inherit all the pins from our schematic. Delete all the unnecessary components and rearrange the pins. And draw the NOR gate using the Draw Arc feature. And finally, add the circle to show that the output is inverted. Now we will start making the layout for our NOR gate. Hit Launch, Layout GXL. As usual, we'll start by making sure that the display layer for our layout is correct. Start 0, end 20. We start by putting down a PMOS, as well as an NMOS. Let's change the property of our NMOS back to 1 finger, and the width should be 270 nanometers. We then make a copy of that NMOS and overlap one of the diffusion areas with the first one, creating a parallel connection. Next, we change the property of our PMOS. We first change the width to 1080 nanometers. Then we change the number of fingers to 2. Now we create the bulk connections for the PMOS and NMOS. In-depth on what I did can be found in my inverter tutorial. We then add the strips for ground and VDD. There should be 2 strips of metal for our ground connection, one each connected to the source end of our 2 parallelly connected NMOS. Next, we use metal to connect the drain of our PMOS with the drain of our 2 parallelly connected NMOS. Next, we'll use polysilicon to connect the gates for our inputs. We will use Metal 1 poly vias to create the path for our input signals. Finally, we add labels to our layout to improve the readability. After saving the layout, I realized that I forgot to connect the two ground metal strips as they are one net. And I also realized I forgot to extend our NWell so that it encompasses our PMOS bulk connection. So I went ahead and did that. After saving, we performed the DRC. Looking at the command window, there should be no errors. After that, we extract our layout to perform the layout versus schematic. Open up LVS. Make sure the fields are filled out correctly. And hit run. The net list should match. And that completes our NOR gate, schematic, symbol, and layout. Thank you for watching.